Welcome back, food lovers. Prepare your taste buds for a flavorful journey through time. We're venturing into the rich culinary cultures before year zero, exploring the unique flavors and techniques of Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Americas. So buckle up as we set the dining table for a feast from the past. Imagine the scent of spices wafting from a pot of steaming rice. Welcome to ancient Asia. Asia, a land steeped in history and tradition, holds a culinary culture as diverse and vibrant as the continent itself. Before the turning of the Common Era, this rich tapestry of flavors was already weaving its spell. At the heart of it all, rice and spices. Rice, the lifeblood of Asia, was more than just a staple food. It was a symbol of life and fertility, celebrated in festivals and rituals. From the sprawling terraced fields of China to the lush valleys of India, rice was revered, dictating the rhythm of life and seasons. It was cooked in a myriad of ways, each preparation a testament to the inventiveness of these ancient cultures. But what is rice without its partner in culinary crime, spices? In the bustling markets of ancient Asia, one could find a plethora of spices, each with its unique flavor profile. Turmeric, with its earthy warmth and vibrant hue, was a common sight. Coriander, with its citrusy undertones, was a favorite. Cinnamon, star anise, and cloves, these were the heavy hitters, the game changers. These spices were not just used for their flavors. They held medicinal properties, were used in religious rituals, and even served as currency. They were the pulse of the Asian kitchen, transforming humble rice into delectable feasts. And so, the ancient Asian kitchen was a symphony of flavors. Rice and spices, in their countless combinations, created dishes that were more than just sustenance. They were the heart and soul of a meal, a celebration of life itself. From biryanis that sing with a blend of spices, to the comforting simplicity of a bowl of steamed rice, from the fiery heat of a Szechuan pepper to the delicate balance of a Thai curry. Each dish tells a story of a time long past yet not forgotten. Truly, Asian culinary culture is a celebration of flavors, isn't it? Moving on to the heart of Africa, where the cuisine is as diverse as its landscape. Africa, a continent of remarkable geographical diversity, is just as rich in its culinary heritage. Before year zero, food was not just sustenance but a reflection of the community's relationship with nature. The cuisine was, and still is, deeply rooted in the use of locally available ingredients. Let's talk about grains. Millet and sorghum, the ancient grains of Africa, were domesticated thousands of years ago and continue to be staples in many African diets today. They were ground into flour, cooked into porridge, or brewed into traditional beers, offering sustenance and variety to meals. Next, the vegetables. A variety of wild greens, tubers, and roots were foraged from the abundant African landscape. Okra, a key ingredient in many contemporary African and diaspora cuisines, was cultivated in this era, as was the African yam, a staple that was, and still is, celebrated in annual yam festivals across West Africa. Then there was meat. Hunting was a communal activity, and the catch of the day often included antelope, wildfowl, and fish from the continent's vast rivers and lakes. Meat was not a daily affair, but savored during feasts and special occasions. But African cuisine was never just about the ingredients. It was about the methods of cooking. The slow simmering of stews, the roasting of meat over open fires, the fermentation of grains for beverages. These techniques, born of necessity and innovation, brought out the complex flavors of simple ingredients. And let's not forget the communal aspect of dining. Meals were often shared from a single pot, a practice that fostered a sense of community and togetherness. Eating was not just an act of nourishment, but a time for social connection, storytelling, and community bonding. African cuisine, a testament to the soul of its soil and the spirit of its people. This cuisine, born of the earth and nurtured by the hands of its people, is a testament to Africa's rich cultural heritage. And just like Africa itself, it is diverse, vibrant, and full of soul. Next, we find ourselves in Europe, where bread and wine have been staples since time immemorial. As we trace the culinary journey of humankind, we cannot overlook the role of Europe's bread and wine. Before the Common Era, these two elements were more than just food and drink. They were a symbol of nourishment, community, and life itself. Picture this: a bustling marketplace in ancient Greece. Amidst the chatter and barter, the scent of freshly baked bread wafts through the air. Bread, in its many forms, was the cornerstone of every meal. From the simple flatbreads of the common folk to the elaborate loaves of the elite, bread was a universal constant on the European table. Now let's move northwards to the vineyards of Gaul, today's France. The Celts were cultivating grapes and crafting wine long before the Romans set foot on their land. Not merely a beverage, wine was seen as a divine gift, savored during feasts, offered to the gods, and used as a medium of trade. The ancient Europeans recognized the importance of balance in their meals. Bread provided sustenance, and wine brought joy and relaxation. Together they formed a harmonious duo that catered to both the body and the spirit. But it wasn't just about the food. The act of breaking bread and sharing wine was a symbol of unity and fellowship. The dinner table was a place of conversation, a place to forge bonds and resolve disputes. It was here that the community came together, and the concept of hospitality was born. As we fast forward to today, bread and wine still hold a special place in European cuisine. From the baguettes of France to the ciabatta of Italy, bread continues to be a staple. And wine? Well, let's just say that a meal without a glass of wine is considered incomplete in many parts of Europe. European cuisine, simple yet sophisticated, don't you agree? The beauty lies in its simplicity, in the humble bread and wine and the rich cultural tapestry they represent. It's a testament to the enduring legacy of European culinary culture, a legacy that continues to shape our tables and our lives. Finally, we arrive in the Americas, where maize and meat reign supreme. In a land of diverse ecosystems, from the snow-capped Rocky Mountains to the lush Amazon rainforest, the culinary culture was as varied as the landscapes. Yet there were two constants that bound these disparate cultures together: maize and meat. Maize, or as we know it, corn, was the beating heart of the Americas' diet. This humble grain was not just food, but a symbol of life and fertility, deeply woven into the fabric of their societies. From the Mayans in Central America to the Hopi tribes in the north, maize was revered, celebrated in myths, and even considered a gift from the gods. This golden grain was incredibly versatile. It was ground into flour for bread, popped for a light snack, and even fermented for a refreshing brew. It's fascinating how this one plant could provide sustenance in so many forms. But maize wasn't the sole player in their culinary story. Meat, especially from wild game, was a significant source of protein. The Native Americans were expert hunters, using every part of the animal in a practice of respect and sustainability. Deer, bison, and fish were common fare, prepared in myriad ways: smoked, dried, roasted, or stewed. In the south, the ancient Incas domesticated llamas and guinea pigs for meat. In the coastal areas, seafood was abundant, from succulent clams to rich, fatty seals. Meat was not just sustenance, but a symbol of abundance and prosperity, often shared in communal feasts that brought together families and communities. The culinary culture of the Americas was a symphony of flavors, where maize and meat played the leading roles. It was a cuisine that respected the bounty of the land, where nothing was wasted and everything had a purpose. From the simple corn tortilla to the hearty bison stew, every dish told a story of the people and their profound connection to the land. The culinary culture of the Americas, a hearty blend of nature's best. What a delicious journey we've had, right from Asia to the Americas. We've traveled through time, tasting the rich flavors and experiencing the diverse culinary cultures that have shaped our world. In Asia, we discovered a cuisine deeply rooted in balance and harmony, where each meal is a symphony of colors, textures, and flavors. The use of spices and rice, the cornerstone of Asian culinary culture, has been a tradition passed down for generations, a testament to the region's rich historical tapestry. We then journeyed to the heart of Africa, where the soul of the soil breathes life into its cuisine. The African kitchen, with its earthy flavors and hearty meals, is a reflection of the continent's deep connection with nature. From the grains of the Sahara to the fruits of the rainforest, Africa's culinary culture is a celebration of its abundant bounty. Our trip to Europe revealed a culinary culture that is as diverse as its landscapes. From the rustic bread and robust wines of the Mediterranean to the hearty stews of the north, European cuisine is a testament to the region's historical interplay of tradition and innovation. And finally, in the Americas, we feasted on the rich tapestry of maize and meat. From the sizzling barbecues of the South to the comforting cornbread of the North, the culinary culture of the Americas is as vast and varied as the continent itself. Understanding these culinary cultures allows us to appreciate the diversity of our global gastronomic heritage. It's a flavorful journey that celebrates our shared human experience, reminding us that food is more than just sustenance. It's a story, a history, a connection. If you enjoyed this flavorful journey through time, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more delicious content. Until next time, keep exploring, keep tasting.